No channel changes as we move that kid and adapt up to race number 8 in our winner's bracket. We'll move Waffle and Falcon X to race number 7 in our consolation bracket. Winner's bracket, loser's bracket. Hey, Charlie. Live stream is still down. Apparently we got a cable down on a gate. If we can get our crew on it. Do we have a Dwayne? Do we have Dwayne? All right, David Roberts is on it. Come in. And a slight holding pattern for course repair, and our apologies to those watching our live streams. That's plural because the live stream went down.
Is this thing on? Oh.
Yeah, it is. Welcome.
Hi, Joe.
What's going on, Charlie?
Oh, this is fantastic. I'm very excited that this line of sight watching of the race is very intense.
Well, slide in back with me and enjoy that FPV goodness right here, huh?
You have a lot going on back here, sir. Buttons to push.
That's it. I'm the button pusher.
Have you guys ever calculated how many miles of cable you have?
No, that's more work than... We already do enough work. We're overworked.
You don't want extra stuff to do? Come on.
I appreciate it. We're in race number 4. Our live stream is now back live. Our apologies to everyone watching at home. We're having some sort of a connectivity issue that keeps dropping. Now, what's really exciting, this event is the first time ever. We do have our remote officials. We have... so if we need to do a DVR review at any time remotely, we have officials that are watching and are playing back those races so that we can move on and we can get you those results. We can try and do those reviews here live on the internet. You can see it in our live stream, doing 19 things at once here. But we have them live. You can do it for entertainment, but we have a team that are in multiple states watching it, and they have the hotline connection in my ear. I think it's we got a team doing their thing. We got Michelle Serini up in the Northeast. We got Kendall Klutz as well, and we also got Tom Wright, our 3 officials that are right now hearing it live in real time, watching it back. So they're doing the DVR reviews. The judges flag it for us. And it's been great.
It's a pretty sweet system.
What's also great about it is not only for our officiating, but for our production, we hear the servers because state by state the live stream resumes. But now we are back live, and let's pick up where we left off. Race is going green in 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. This is where we're at. We are on race number 4, middle left in the red. We have Bull FPV, who qualified 16th, 32 Bits of Gil, who in the last heat broke the top 16 in a 9th.
He was pumped.
K Mead from the North Central qualified 8th. He's been killing it. And our top qualifier from the series and our top qualifier from the Fast 57, reigning MultiGP International Open World Cup champion, Heads Up FPV. Top 2 in this move up to race 8. Bottom 2 move down to race 7. We got full video. Pilots, I see your goggles down. No need for thumbs. Arm your quads. Stand by. Yes, I needed to see your thumbs. That was a premature thumbulation. Thumbs. No thumbs. Some with thumbs.
I think he's ready now.
I only have 90% of my right thumb, so thumbs hurt me, guys. Thumbs hurt me. All right, here we go. Now we're set. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. It's an awesome sound. 4 up IRL, but we're flying 8 up. Actually 16, as we have 2 identical courses going on the second track over the west and this track here where we stand. But now we get to this top 16, we're doing things just right, and it's all Heads Up FPV, isn't it, Charlie?
Laying it down right now. Clean opening lap, got out like a shot, opens with a 22.9.
I mean, he's got the fastest lap on both tracks, and they were low 19s. I have a bet with Lundy that he's going to be under the 19s and 18.9. We'll see what happens. But he knows the situation. Just be first and second. Right now, second is 32 Bits of Gill. Third is Bull FPV. Fourth is K-Mead. At least the last time that they were at the line. And Heads Up FPV just posted a 19.8. Holy guy.
32 Bits of Gill has some company. About a corner behind him is the third spot runner. He's got a little bit of breathing room, but not enough.
That's not breathing room in quads. Both of them going high side to that split S to the dive gate. It is going to be 32 Bits of Gill just ahead of Bull FPV in a battle for the 2-3. They're working on lap number 3, so they'll have one more to go when they come around. In that battle for the 2-3 right now, both of them a tenth of a second apart. And hearing lots of oohs and ahs. Heads Up FPV is having a couple issues, but he's got so much breathing room. 11 seconds. It's a battle for the 2-3 between Bull FPV and 32 Bits of Gill. As they're going into the high side, it's, wow, Bull well out in front.
Yeah.
Bull is going to come around to grab second from her left to right. It's Bull and Heads Up FPV moving on from race number 4. That was a great race right there. Great battle for the 2-3.
Looked like Gill had a very rough last lap, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can't believe we're judging that that one lap. It was still a 30.4 for Heads Up FPV. It still was not the worst. This is a terrible lap. This is a 30-second lap. I can tell you that on Thursday night, I went home. I have amazing Wi-Fi back at the official host accommodations. I have amazing Wi-Fi. I got the hard wire.
The MGP Party House.
I went in. We're gonna decline the DVR review. We're only gonna do DVR reviews on the top first and second. We had something happen on race band 6 with K-Mead, but we'll decline. Just like in football.
Right.
Penalty is declined.
Right.
Next race. We're at race 5.
on.
No channel changes. Heads Up FPV and Bull FPV going to heat number 8. No channel changes for K-Mead and 32 Bits of Gill going to race number 7. And let's flip over to the screen. Over to the screen, and there is where we are after our first initial rounds. TQ. The TQ with the Iron Man claws. Look at this. He's got his first win. Heads Up FPV going from race 4 to race 8. We're at race number 5 now. SFPV, Chewy, McGap, AK numbers is up. On deck is race 6. Miwo, Dolma, Captain Vanover, and JT in the hole. Waffle, Falcon X, K-Mead, and 32 Bits of Gill. We jump around a little bit. This is something that I added, so you didn't have this back-to-back really in the bracket. We've been working on this for a while.
I can tell. It makes much more sense than it has in the past. Even I can tell.
Guys, we all know this. We ran this format, guys. Peace and love.
Well, I've learned that doing RC makes you very forgetful. There's something about holding a transmitter makes you have no common sense at times and forget lots of things. So it's not their fault.
Unless I make a big deal out of it, no channel changes. Let's look at our fan leaderboard. How's that going?
It's a pretty cool system with the no channel changes. I like that.
Here's your fan leaderboard. Hazard FPV.
Look at all those points.
He only gained 600 points on that last one.
Only.
Him up. He's playing it right. He's playing it right.
Look at Pasquale, plus 5,000 that time. It's a huge bump.
Yeah, yeah. He was third in I think the list contenders. He was up there for a while. Seth FPV was up there for a while as well. See there's some. Well, it's risk and reward. You can lock in. You can select your selections each and every heat. Find the Hydra FPV app in the Google Play Store, the iTunes Store as well. And build your profile. It takes about 45 seconds. You can game along. This is going to change the game. I love this. Everyone losing their mind.
It's like gaming for gaming.
Yeah. Going for, we got another backpack. Another backpack. Thank you, Joel. We're at race number 5. SFPV, Chewy, McGap, and AK numbers. First and second move ahead to race number 9. Third and fourth get high fives from Chris Thomas. They're 16th and 15th overall. They have over 1,005 pilots. That's awesome. Go.
Pressure's on.
To go green. Goes down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. 5 on the tone, less than 5. Love when we start here in that low side of this consolation bracket, because then, you know, the pressure's on, and they actually get an extra pack if they come out of that consolation bracket, and they get to come in hot into the finals. So even sometimes you go down into this consolation bracket. We've seen many people win events in this situation, and 16th overall in the MultiGP system in the series. AK numbers, he's done. That's where his journey comes to an end. He's at the low side of the field, high side of the field. McGap is already off to the right-hand side of the course on lap number 2 with a 26.7. Now it's process of elimination. I don't want to call it yet, but SFPV has bound his gate to, or his quad to a gate. He's got some issues on the backside.
You don't want that view ever.
If you're still smiling, just finish this race. You're going to be moving on. That is for you, Chewy. It's pretty much a lock. Unless SFPV is able to punch out of this gate, he is trying everything.
He's going to try.
I know he's reaching for his space bar to respawn this one, but he's trying his absolute best to get out. Talking about 2 nights ago at the accommodation Hardwired, I got that latest update. It's like 9 gigs or something. I had to update my Steam and my DRL sim, but I flew this thing. We're talking about that 30-second lap time. It took me about 3 minutes, but I got around. Not the worst. Not the worst. It's fun to be able to fly this course in the sim. That's on the Drone Racing League sim on Steam. And now we're flying it for real here. Chewy FPV doing his thing in the number 2 spot, and it's going to be a lock here for these two guys staying alive going to race number 9. Let's wave a checkered flag, though, for McGap as he goes left to right to our MultiGP checkered. Ooh, he was making it interesting for you. He's racing himself with a little flick of the switch, and it's all right. Your winner, McGap, with the win. He's back in race number 9. No channel changes. Chewy, you're going to go with them. And Chewy, we may want to take a look at your quad. We missed some laps and your video is sketchy. I don't think we're putting a full output on your channel. And that is it in all.
That's our first heartbreaker race, too, as our 16th and 15th positions have been decided. Still much better.
The race number 9, no channel changes.
Well, how many? 150 other pilots, 145 other pilots that were
That's right. You were listening. There's like, we only had 6 pilots not show up of the 150 that paid and confirmed. So 144 pilots here on site. Biggest race, the biggest race in U.S. history of drone racing.
Competition was super tight, though, too. I think I was a big fan of the layout from Go. Flow was good. It wasn't too technical. That people were having a hard time finding their way, so they got to get down on good laps right away and race. So
there's race number 6. They're good enough. So I didn't get to touch on it. I know many people have been following along, maybe the results, maybe they're watching some of our live streams and stuff. But the mid-airs didn't seem to be that many. I mean, the course design affords that because it's pretty wide open. It's a big circle. It's fast and flowing. But one thing that I never touched on, I don't even know if people noticed. I know Johnny Fly and Shames would have noticed for sure. But how was everyone gridded? Because we had that data from the regional series. What we did at regional finals, the 6th, the Northwest, the Southwest, so forth, we took the field of all the rankings and we shuffled them by 2. So if everyone was there, it was 1st, 3rd, 5th,
gotcha.
7th, 9th, 11th, 13th, and 2nd, and that's how we built the heats.
Math and science, this guy's so good.
And it worked everywhere except in the North Central. It was mid-air city, and they pulled me aside. They're like,
what'd you do?
You did this. I'm like, what do you mean I did this? I'm just here to hang out. They're like, you put these pilots that are so ranked close together, and it increased the risk of mid-airs. And it was only in the North Central, which was a killer region. Here, I did it a little trickier. Instead of 2, because in the North Central, because they're so jammed together, I did it by 3.
Oh, more space.
So, you ready for this? Qualifying and practice. That was 1st, 4th, 7th, 10th, 13th,
and
16th, 19th. Yeah. All the way down, 150 pilots. And it worked out. Now as we get into this bracket, this is the only time where it's a big shuffle up. But yeah, It was a mathematical work as we have to work with all the technical things behind the scenes, but that's behind the scenes stuff. Let's just enjoy some drone racing here on Championship Saturday.
They got it out of they had one stuck in the tower. Chris Thomas had to use the pokey pole.
That is
the finest quadcopter pokey pole I've ever encountered in my days of drone racing as well.
Well, it's missing the end. I don't know what happened there. Oh, the end broke. Dang.
Just the tip.
We'll get some duct tape. Hey guys, we are now race 6. This is a winner's brackets.
Did you call it do or cancer? Or you might fight through?
I'm probably going to get flamed over that one for sure. When I said do or cancer, yeah, this is the do or cancer.
You could still survive.
You could still survive. And it could be long and painful, which is terrible. Oh my gosh. I'm going to come up with a better analogy, but my brain is just fried, Charlie.
I thought that one was good. You got me every time on that one.
Don't use it. Don't use
it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's take a look at where we are. We're going green in 30 seconds. On race 6, Miwo, Dolma, Captain Vanover, JT, FPV. Top 2 move up into that winner's bracket, race 11. And the bottom 2, 3rd and 4th, going all the way down to race 9. Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5.
One catching a flag right off the start, leaves 3 away clean.
That's the old restart. Bring them back. Restart.
Chris Thomas has spoken.
Loves the restart. Makes it interesting.
I don't think he really loves it.
So we are pushing to be done by 12:01. We will.
Because there's a big party to go to.
There's a bus coming, and there's a big party. There's a huge party.
DRL brought a bus?
Yeah, DRL pimped us up. Well, because this is a co-promotes, and they have been, they're our presenting partner here, the Champs. They're our presenting partner here, the Champs. And we are doing they're doing a co-promotes with the Swatch DRL tryouts.
I like it.
And so we wanted to make sure, well, we had to cancel tomorrow. We'll talk about that later. We want to make sure that both events that we can participate and go off right. And so, yeah, they made sure that not only do we have everyone in their cars and stuff, that we can just, boom, get on the bus, get to the Luxor, run through registration. And I'm not joking, I'm making this up for entertainment purposes. If you are in the Swatch tryouts, get over and get through registration. Go now. I think registration opened right now. You can watch the live stream on the way to the Luxor. If you're with us at 12:01, get a speeding ticket, get to the Luxor.
Joe's telling the people to leave. He's telling the people to leave. More information and things happening. Pilots moving into their spots. And a couple guys running out to get ready. Everybody's all right. And if you have a gray Nissan Rogue, you have left your car running since about 7 o'clock this morning, and it's just over there idling. And somebody reminded me that your car's over there running, so if you haven't found your keys, it's because they're in the ignition. Maybe you're doing that on purpose because it's cold. I don't know. Joe does a good job of giving Shannon fake heart attacks all morning long.
Oh.
It's very entertaining to watch, if I do say so myself.
Back and forth. I'm trying to delegate and relegate. So anyway.
I don't know how you do what you do back here, by the way.
For real, though, honestly, get to the Luxor, get through registration.
Oh, we're back. We're back to the Luxor push. He's telling you to leave.
Here, let me see if I can do the Coles notes on the schedule. So we are at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning when we were supposed to be doing all this stuff that we did today. Mm-hmm. The winds will be gusting up to 25 miles an hour. Right now, at about almost 11 o'clock, the winds are going to be gusting up to 45 miles an hour. We wouldn't have a course. We wouldn't be able to fly it. So we had to modify our schedule. And so last night, we had a long call with our friends at DRL because 11 o'clock was our cutoff, and we had to get everyone to the tryouts. We're like, we need that extra 59 minutes. And so they're doing everything that they can to help us as a sponsor, presenting partner. Also, they've helped with the registration, bumping that. but there's another part to make this all seamless so that there's no stress on DRL, there's no stress on our pilots, there's no stress on MultiGP.
Showing
If
up
you
and
don't
registering.
need to be here and you're in the Swatch tryouts, go. Watch a live stream. If you're staying to 12:01, pedal to the metal, get to the Luxor. Don't go to the room, don't shower, go through registration. You may have time to go do those other things, but get to the Luxor, get to there, because you don't want to be DQ'd.
Yeah, they were very specific about that. If no show, no go, basically. And a lot of effort being put onto this, and a lot of good times for the DRL. So the whip. Moving into position as pilots are final prepping. Couple small minor topics that are being worked through here. The 2019 MultiGP Championship Finals partnered up with the DRL Swatch tryouts. Talked to a bunch of pilots that were out of the program. They're like, at least we got the DRL coming up. So the race weekend was over, but not quite. They got a whole nother day of fun going on. As Thomas says, we got thumbs up.
We need about
Did I say
45
2018?
seconds.
Well, this is for the 2018 championship. It's just 2019 right now. Ooh, we got the Hydra app, our update from our fan leaders as Hazard FPV with a bit of a bump that time. 17,900 points. Team Money into the 2 spot. Working good there as we are thumbs up from the flight line. Timing and scoring looks to be at the ready.
Race is starting in about 30 seconds or less. It's a tight 30. Race 6, Miwo, Dolma, Captain, Vanover, and JT FPV. Winner's bracket situation. We got full video. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5.
This was a restart race as we...
It's a restart. It's a restart.
Thomas has spoken.
This is one of those knee moments. In that pilot briefing, there's only one restart allowed, so no matter what happens when they regrid him again, that's it. Game over. So they're going to call him back to the line. Sure, we were bragging about that whole shot flag earlier.
Might have bit you. The flag's got teeth. It bit you.
Hey, have you checked out that Drone Nation app as of yet?
I like it. You get to meet fellow flying nerd friends.
Yeah.
Find people to geek out with. It's
Sure.
fantastic.
They're right inside Drone Nation app. With a tap of a button, beginners can find other pilots, and
Yep.
enthusiasts can find
I mean,
other
that was one of the
pilots.
hardest things in the beginning. Oh, thank you, sir. Absolute mayhem with some sticker bombing going on. I like that.
And what you say in the beginning, yeah, in the beginning it was complex, but even today in 2019, beginners get into it, they start their first build, maybe it's a white puff of smoke, or maybe the first pack they smash an arm, they're getting out of it.
Right.
And the thing that you need is a support system, and drone racers, whether they're freestylers, they're builders, they're makers, or they're racers, we're a community. And I don't think there's any event, any race, any place where if you have an issue, someone's not going to stand up
Right.
and help you out.
You almost have to turn away help sometimes because so many people came over to help you.
Now here, I need a Tranus battery. Boom, I
Yeah.
could get it. Here, I need a motor. Boom. Hey, I have a floss frame. I need an arm. Boom, you got it. Now, if you're just getting in, you don't have a community around you that you can see.
Right.
But with the Drone Nation app, you hit that button. It's almost like a 911. Find people around, and you reach out. You meet people in the community, and FPV racing, building, they're here to help.
Most of the stuff that I've learned building is come from hanging out with folks, racing, talking about how we fly, how we fix things, how we stop them from breaking, all that fun stuff. So it's good to have nerd friends, and
It's going to
makes
help
it
you
easy to
build.
find.
Now, let's say you're going to go fly, right? You're like, bam, you hit this, you see there's like 15, 20 people around. All of a sudden, hey, it's a gorgeous day this weekend. Let's fly. You set up an event. Now we know. Back in the day, you show up, my video transmitter's on this channel, this is that. It's a mess. Not anymore. Drone Nation, They do the frequency management for you. Boom.
Nice.
Sort it out so everyone can fly together, have fun together.
I was that guy with our group fly. I was frequency manager guy. I like that a lot. That you don't have to do that manually anymore.
And this is the official tail end of the plug. Don't be that guy. Download the Drone Nation app, available on iTunes and the Google Play Store. Thank you, Drone Nation. We got a thumbs up. This is the third time we're going to try it, and the last time we're going to try it.
Third
correct?
time's a charm. I can feel it.
All right, pilots, rearm your quads. 5 on the tone. Less than 5.
It's a hard start there.
I think a great start. There's no restarts. Racing for real. There may or may not have been contact. We started with 4. We are down to 3. And Dolma once again in the grass. I think he's got some sort of magnets in his motors, attracting him to other magnets in motors. Captain Vanover and Miwo 1 and 2, 9/10 of a second apart. That's a nice little battle up at the front. And now breathing once again, JTFPV. Ooh. If JTFPV gets in the final, it's just because he just flew smart, just took it easy. All he's got to do. Let's see what happens here. Smooth lines. Last time around, though, he's short of about 5-6 seconds off of first and second. They're working on Captain Vanover and Miwo are on lap number 3, and there are 3 quads, all separated by 8-9 seconds apart. This is going to be kind of an anticlimactic finish. Sometimes caution and care will get you there. Vanover working on his final lap. He's at the big structure. It's a ramp up, then a split S through the dive gate into the hobby wing hurdles section. Now over to our DRL wall of flags, to our Swatch DRL tryouts dive gate, to our checker gate. 4 laps in a minute 32. Vanover wins once again here in race number 6.
Nice clean run there, no mistakes.
It's going to put Miwo in the number 2 spot. They're going to stay alive in the winner's bracket. We're going to see them back in race 11. No channel changes. Vanover and Miwo to race 11. No channel changes. JTFPV in 3rd. Tolma in 4th. Well, this is a sporting event, and there's a lot on the line, and
a lot of passion in the air. I can smell the passion in the air right now.
I don't know. I didn't. You move them up, move them down. Winner's bracket, consolation bracket. Let's take a look. Next heat, it's. The next heat is race number 7. Oh, race number 7 is Waffle, Falcon X, K-Mead, 32 bits a gill. Race 8 is Fat Kid, Adapt, Heads Up, and Bull FPV. Then race 9 in the hole, McGap, Chewy, JT FPV, and Dolma. This is race number 7. Can we see the bracket?
He's getting it right now.
JT, you're back in race 12. No channel. Is there a channel change for 12? You're race 9, sorry. Any channel changes? No channel changes, right? Okay, race 9. You're back, JT. JT, you're back in race 9. Look on our screen. That was a little heated.
Dude, I get distracted by the intensity, so I apologize for just standing there with my mouth open, staring at that.
We were taking it all in, and I was only half listening. Again, I took my one break from my area during the pilot briefing, as I had to run to the other area. Yeah. Now, I believe here is what I believe here is my understanding, and you can confirm. During the pilot briefing, it was announced that if there's contact between quads resulting in a crash midair before a gate way over there,
yeah, the longest hole shot
then
ever.
it would be a whole. Then they would do a restart, and they would only do 1 restart per round. That was what I believe was announced during the pilot briefing. In what we just saw, they did a second restart. And
getting
now
it.
there's obviously the end result. Obviously, you're going to have people happy with that, not happy with that. So it really comes down to the person who makes that call. This is a rule that's actually going in black and white in our 2019 rules, that the race director and the flight line director are the only ones that are allowed to say the words restart. So once it's said, all bets are off. You can't say, oh, we don't mean it. So it could be a slip of the tongue. I remember down in that Southeast regional finals, we had pilots yelling restarts and pilots landing. We actually have it in black and white. No one's allowed to say those words. And Chris Thomas said it the second time. He restarted the second race. It's done is done, and I don't mean it as it's done is done. As soon as that word happens, you can't say, oh, I didn't mean it. As soon as you
Right.
hear it, the flag is dropped. It's like someone running out on the field. It was, so the call was right. I mean, the call is what it is, and so that's the situation.
Right or wrong is always debatable.
So we moved Vanover and Miwo up in that winner's bracket, race 11. We moved JT, FPV, and Miwo down in our consolation bracket
Still with a chip and a chance, though.
to race 9. Oh, sorry. Dolma and JT FPV moved down to race number 9. I got a little stressed out. 2, 6, 7, 8. I want to give a shout out to Adrian Schwartzman, who's watching at home, chilling out, using his stream tools so that I can see this again. Whichever channels there.
This is very neat.
He
device
designed
you have
this.
here. Yeah, that's very
Okay.
trick.
Let's say I just want to show you channel 1. Normally I have this set up better, but if I go like this, just channel 1, just channel 1. I'm not going to be able to demo that right
Yeah,
now.
you're pushing the buttons the wrong way, buddy. I can see it from here. You're not doing it right. Job.
Are we about to go green?
I think you got thumbs.
Oh, and I could have demoed that to you. Here we go. I see your goggles down. No need for thumbs. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. This is race number 7. This is what we call a consolation bracket. 3rd and 4th in this one, or loser's bracket. 3rd and 4th will go to the ranking. They will be 13th and 14th
There it
overall out of 1,005 pilots that competed in our MultiGP regional series presented by the Academy of Model Aeronautics to get us to our championships here in Las Vegas. Look at this. We might go too wide through our start-finish gate. 32 bits of Gill and Waffle, only separated by 1.9 seconds, 1 and 2. K-Mean and Falcon X, 3rd and 4th across the line. All 4 in onto lap number 2 with 3 to go. Only separated by 4.5 seconds between those 4 pilots. Chasing 32 bits of Gill. He is our reigning reserve champion, pulling up 2nd. Last year in Reno, when it was windier and almost colder, and he is now going left to right through our start-finish gate onto lap number 3. 2 to go. Waffle still within reach. K-Mead still within reach. K-Mead's running in 3rd, and that's for that transfer position. 1.5 seconds back. Falcon X in 4th. 8 seconds separating all 4. 2 laps to go. Still anyone's game, but right now, 32 Bits Gill is the leader's name. He's doing a great job.
Looking in the happy seat right now in that 2 spot, and K-Mead can see him just a couple corners ahead. They work through the front side section, Waffle across the line. There goes K-Mead just behind. And it looks like a bobble there by 32 Bits of Gill.
Leader down. Waffle up into the number 1 spot. 32 Bits of Gill back up. Oh my gosh, this is more deja vu from championships. We talked about that a lot. 32 Bits of Gill, I think, is in
Looks 3rd
third.
to be now, yeah.
I'm looking for a quad in front of him. I don't see it. So let's give the win on this one to Waffle. 4 laps, a minute 44. K-Mead pulling up 2nd. 32 Bits of Gill, 3rd by 1 second. 1 more to finish up. But that one is going to be a lock. Waiting for word from our officials to see if we have any reviews to do. That one looked pretty clean to me.
32 Bits of Gill had it in the bag. A bobble on last lap, maybe second to last lap. Put on the hard charge, got back to within 1 second of the transfer. They're declining the review. We're good to go.
That's what I like.
After recovery is happening, they take the long walk out.
We moved them up. No channel changes. No channel changes. Waffle and Falcon X, you're back in race 10. That was 7. No channel changes. No channel changes.
Oh, there's the lovely bracket.
I love the bracket.
I love the bracket. I think that the bottom should be red because that's when you're dead, and the blue should be on top because that's when you're through.
I guess.
Red, you're dead. Blue, you're through.
I was trying to go with the MultiGP colors, but
Oh, I see.
yeah. We're at race 8 now. That was 7. So we eliminated 32 bits, Agil and Falcon X. They are 13th and 14th overall. So now we just have Waffle and K-Mead. They're back in race 10. No channel changes. No channel changes.
Gil's still smiling, though.
Yeah, of course.
That's
K-Mead's-
good. I like that.
He's always smiling. I know all the Cincinnati quad squatters smiling about that.
He got so excited when he put his time in that last round that I got excited standing in the same vicinity. So pumped.
So pumped.
So pumped. Back to the Hydra leaderboard. Hazard FPV with a big gain there. 2,000 points.
Whoa. Remember when he was betting 300s? Now he's betting 2,000. Hazard FPV is a hazard, man. He's just throwing those points around.
Oh, here comes Nurk. Jumping up onto that leaderboard. And pilots are moving into position. El Jefe gives us a thumbs up. Thank you, kind sir.
I'm not stressed, but it's going to be our Reno podium presentation. So you come see me at some point. I'm not stressed. That 12:01 deadline is here. Nick H. from DRL is here to make sure. He has a bigger hammer than we have.
They're warming up the
12:01.
bus. They're warming up the bus right now.
All right. He's here. I saw him. I didn't get to give him a fist pump, but I'll see him tonight at the biggest FPV party of all time at the Luxor. I'm not going to be there at the start, guys, but I'll be making an appearance at about 7:30.
Beer 30.
Get the vodka and orange juice ready for your buddy Scully. Good to go. This is race number 8. We are in the winner's bracket. Fat Kid, Adapt, Heads Up, and Bull FPV. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. It's going to be such a party tonight, Charlie. Trappy's in town. Mayon High's in town. Steele's in town. Jesse P. All the big celebrities of 2019 and all the racers in the Swatch TRL tryouts. It's going to be a huge party at the Luxor. And we're going to have our 2019, our newest champion with MultiGP there as well. They're going to have a signed contract. We're going to know one of the pilots. We know Nurk, the reigning champ, will be on television next year. But one of the pilots that we're watching this afternoon is going to be up on TV.
Going to the big show.
Yeah, this is what we're watching right here. 18 and older. 18 and older. TQ. Heads Up FPV still leading the charge. Bull FPV was right behind him. They're separated, but there's not much gapping here after 2 laps down. Heads Up PV, Bull FPV, and Fat Kid, 2 seconds separated by those 3. Now, we were talking back at the Airbnb. They're talking about Fat Kid. This could be one of our bang-out superstars, and it could be this morning before 12:01. He is killing it, keeping up with Bull FPV, one of the fastest from Canada. Heads FPV, our TQ, of course, and Adapt FPV's on the lead lap with them. 1 to go, white flag flying. Heads Up FPV onto that final lap, separated by a second and a half. Bull FPV right behind him. This is a lap where we're going to see, is it going to be Iron Man or will it be Chase the Ace? Fat Kid is the closest to our leader, and he is now on his lid. Bull FPV could still catch Heads Up FPV, but Heads Up FPV has 1 gate, then the final. There he goes. Heads Up FPV wins another one. He wins another one.
We still got Copter stuck. Ain't over yet, folks.
Is it a race for getting out of a gate? Fat Kid is going to try and limp across the line, kind of like the old car.
One in the air, guys. One in the air.
Kind of like the old car in Cars. Remember that? And then remember Lightning McQueen pushed him home? That's Fat Kid, one of the youngest pilots here. He's across the line. Yeah, claps all around. We're going to move them up in our winners brackets to race 11. Race 11.
Heads Up FPV and Fat Kid moving on up. Bull and Adapt. Bouncy round.
No channel changes for Heads Up FPV and Fat Kid when they come back in race 11. No channel changes for Heads Up and Fat Kid when they come back in race 11. Bull FPV and Adapt go to race number 10, but we have a channel change for Adapt. We'll have a channel change for Adapt when we come back.
And good news, if you guys are itching to get over to the Luxor and get your DRL on, the first bus is here and ready to take a load of participants. So if you guys are looking to get on the first bus for the DRL, now is the time. The bus is here. The engine is warm, and you can get over, get your registration done, get your swerve on. Now is the time. I would have a hard time tearing myself away from watching this line of sight racing, though. These guys, it's intense out there. Got the pokey stick. Got the copter out. He even caught it like a boss.
This is race number 9, McGap, Chewy, JT, FPV, and Dolma. Okay. On deck will be Waffle, K-Mead, Bull, and Adapt. In the hole will be Captain Vanover, Miwo, Heads Up, and Fat Kid. In race band 4. Take a look at our bracket.
I always get confused when they ask about a channel and they say the race and the thing. No, this is race 9. What are you talking about?
Well, it gets confusing because we call them race. We should call them heats. But that's something I can change later. Make a note of that on one of the pieces of paper here at Race Control.
Heats? Heat races?
Heat races.
Heat races.
Well, because of the race band.
Yeah, right.
This race is race number 9. Consolation, we're here.
Yeah.
Race 9.
This is a do or die round?
Yes.
All the blue ones are do or die?
Yep.
Oh, man. It makes so much sense.
You know, we talk about Drone Racing League often. You know,
the
two-time Drone Racing League world champion from seasons 2016, 2017. It's on the screen right now. 2016, 2017. That's none other than Jet Jordan Temkin, who is our reserve champion at the 2016 MultiGP Championships. This whole partnership has been going a long time. But Jordan Temkin, at our first ever championships using this bracket, 2016, he lost in the big red block on the left. The preliminary round went all the way down through the blue and finished up number 2 in the end. Then we had our first ever collegiate championships. Remember Envy Astro, Ivan Rodriguez? Yeah, he's just playing computer games now. I mean, he's programming.
Bleeping and blooping.
He lost at about race 11 at the first ever collegiate championships. And, of course, it dropped down into race number 13, came in hot, boom, won it. We've seen many people come into that consolation bracket because that gives you that extra pack to come in hot right into our championship. And, of course, the story is the Iron Man clause. Heads Up FPV has got 2 wins so far. You got the win of race number 4. You got the win of race number 8. He's going to be up in race 11. This is race 9. Push, guys. We got to push, guys. We got to push, guys. I'm not going to brag. Single-handedly, I ran this bracket in a dome in 57 minutes. Okay.
In a dome?
In a dome. In a soccer dome. The soccer players were standing at the line, and they removed our gates. But they, too, had a deadline. I can pull this in 58 minutes.
Standing at the line.
We got to push. We got to push. We got to push. I cannot stress we got to push. We should have an on-deck circle guy. The on-deck heat should be here. We should be hitting refresh on that link. We got to push. We got to push. Not stressed. Not stressed. At race number 9, there's 14 races plus Chase the Ace. I'm not stressed. We still have 40 minutes. But if you are in this watch DRL tryouts and you don't need to be here, get in your car, watch the live stream. It's awesome. Don't game on the apps because you shouldn't have your cell phone in your hand while you're driving. Get to the Luxor, go through the registration so you're not waiting in line. We do have a little buffer. We have people escorting us.
No, don't say that you have a buffer. Don't let them know that.
But that we told them 16 pilots. Like at the worst, it's our top 16. So they're like they're not gonna walk hand by hand 50 pilots. They will look after a handful to get into those tryouts. So if you don't need to be here, get here. 12:01 is our deadline. Get on that bus. Do not go to your hotel.
There's a bus ready right now in case you're so motivated by Scully's pitch.
Hit an Uber. It's $21.
Oh, that's a sweet deal.
Boom.
It's like $1 a minute.
Is it?
So
Prices are
It
crazy.
took 20 minutes to get here. Today, the Google Maps got me here the fastest of any day so far.
I've had a great time.
Looks like these guys are still plugging in copters. No, we got 4 videos.
We got 4. It's number 9.
I always feel like I'm standing in a hole when I stand next to you because you're so tall. I think I am actually standing in a hole this time.
Oh. To go green.
El Jefe gives us the thumbs.
Race number 9. Once again, race number 9. Consolation bracket. First and second, stay alive. Third and fourth, you're like 11th and 12th, not the worst. All right, pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5.
Off and out like a shot. Field all bunched up as they work to the right-hand side of the course, making their first run up the climb gates now.
It's kind of like a bridge. You step up, you step down. Then we go over to our dive gates. Board with Chewy FPV through the hurdle section. He's running third. I'm watching Dolma and JT FPV. It's Dolma leading JT FPV. 1 and 2. On to lap number 2. First goes by JT. And next went by Dolma.
Dolma working through center section. Oh, looks like JT got by him.
They're still pretty tight.
The corkscrews. A little miscue there. Dolma have to go back for a gate. Did it clean. Climbs now. JT with a bit of breathing room now. Dolma got some space between he and third spot as well. Our leader JT across the line. Dolma coming across in the 2 spot. Yep.
Ooh. 1.6 seconds between second and third at the moment. McGap and Dolma. JT with about 4.5 seconds breathing room here on this final lap to stay alive. And here comes JT from our left to right to our multi-GP checkered. 4 laps in 1:38. He gets it done. He's still in the competition. Dolma and McGap crossover, separated by half a second. And so we will give first to JT FPV, second to Dolma. They're back in race number 12. FPV, you got some video issues you need to straighten out. And that's you, not me. That was like my ex-girlfriend. It's you, not me. And here's the reason why. We were missing laps. The video is shoddy. We're not talking about anything. You need to look after your video problems. But congratulations, you're back in race 11. Yeah, that's what I said.
The do or die heat. 2 of them doing, 2 of them dying.
It's that consolation bracket. So it will be a send-off for McGap and Chewy. They're about 11 and 12. No channel changes for TFPV and Dolma when they come back in race 12. No channel changes when they come back in race 12. I gave it to you. jscully.tk/Vegas. jscully.tk/Vegas.
I feel like you could write that on the wall over your head and then give them a rundown.
On deck circle should be manned here on channels. What heat are we on now? Like we are not here to give channels. Adapt is on race band 4, Bull FPV is on race band 5, K-Mead's on race band 6, Waffle is on race band 8. With peace and love, peace and love. Unless I make a big deal out of it, no channel changes. But you or your spotter need to listen to what race you're going for. You can follow along on the live stream. You can look at the bracket when it ever gets up there. You can follow along that way. You can go at mgp.livefpv.com. Not my job. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to help. Oof.
They're asking me too, and if you guys have ever been to a race where I'm at, I never know the answer to any questions. So.
I know. No one, I mean, I don't, I used to, and it sounds like I complain about all the things that I do during a race. And someone trolled me online, and it sounds like I'm complaining, and I'm not. I get to do this. I choose to do this. I love to do this. This is my job job. This is how I put food on my table. I love this. I do 5,000 things. I'm not like what you see on TV, a commentator reading from a script from something that's produced and written.
No, I'm
doing this live. I'm watching that. I'm setting. I'm helping. I'm populating this bracket.
And you're having to fix all of Shannon's mistakes the whole time.
He hasn't made any mistakes. I'm populating this bracket.
No, Shannon, I'm just kidding. I was just kidding, Shannon. Come back. Come back.
I'm populating this bracket. I'm pushing through the throughput. I'm monitoring the race
That was a bad
computer.
joke.
I'm populating this shot right here. We're going green here in less than 30 seconds. This is race number 10. Waffle, K-Mead, Bull, and Adapt. On deck is Captain Vanover, Miwo, heads up, and Fat Kid. 3, 2, 1. I did that. Okay?
Nice.
There's 8 things on my DVR. I put those 4 on. Those are the things I'm doing. So you can understand my frustration when I say at the beginning, don't ask me your channel. Don't ask me your channel. Don't ask me your channel.
But they still do it.
But it's okay.
I like when they yell at you.
Remember,
That's
this
my favorite.
is important. First and second, stay alive. Third and fourth are done. This is race 10. Let's go green. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. Know that I just caused about a 45-second delay. That's because the channel changes and the questions have caused a 7-minute delay. So my 45 seconds.
Penalizing you.
I know. They're like, that guy is such a whiner. Not a whiner. Love to do it. Love to watch drone racing. And this is going to be a hot one. Look at this. 3 wide out of the flag gate section.
First, second, and third all nose to tail across the line. 4th spot not far back. Oh, we got one going for the wild ride, though. That was Adapt.
It's all right. He comes back hot. He can go 4th to 1st numerous times. We've seen him do it. When he keeps it dialed in and focused, he's one to watch, one to be afraid of. But right now, it is Bull, FPV, and Waffle with a little bit of a gap as they go on to lap number 3, 2 to go. K-Mead right behind him, 1.1 seconds back. All of Cincinnati cheering on their boy, all the Canada cheering on Bull. And Adapt onto that lead lap. 7 seconds separating these pilots, and we're at the midway point with a lap and a half still to go. Still watching Bull FPV. Gonna come out of the flags, and he's able to recover somehow. Inverted. How did he recover? Because he's inverted. And 1, 2, 3, separated by a second and a half onto the final lap. Bull FPV, K-Mead, Waffle, and then the engine that could. You have Adapt FPV 5.9 seconds back from that transfer point here on this final lap. And now that process of elimination. Mid-air.
3 copters down at the same time, 1 back up.
Whoa.
3 back up now.
Oh, no.
Anybody's guess. I think it's going to go to Adapt.
I think Adapt was able to get by all the pain. It is. It's Adapt with the win in this one to stay alive.
Still the battle for the 2 spot across the line.
Whoa.
Looks like Bull eked him out.
Stand by. DVR review on the finish between Bull and K-Mead. DVR review on the finish between Bull and K-Mead.
The computer thinks it was a difference of .029.
We are trying our absolute best. This is after a recovery.
It looked like somebody had clipped a gate. They got the field bunched up. Then there was a midair, and then there was copters bouncing everywhere, and I couldn't tell who was who anymore.
Let's get the next heat ready, guys, while we're waiting. We are reviewing it with our remote officials. Scoring, as you said. Oh, you didn't do that. Difference.
There's the midair. 2 of them are down. 029. 029 was the what Scory's magic box tells us.
Bull FPV on the left, K-Mead on the right. The split screen. It's gonna be Bull. Timing is official, 029. They're going to be back in race number 12. Adapt, we got a channel change for you again. We'll get you figured out in just a sec. Just finish your laps. Just finish your laps. All you need to do, just finish those laps, and you will stay alive. What a day. I'm talking about all the things that I do. Did the DVR review, populated the bracket.
I was gonna try to reach over and push the button, but I was scared I was gonna break it. I don't want nothing to do with that. There's the bracket.
You're on? That's what I'm saying. I'm with you, okay? So,
Sour grapes.
we just moved Adapt and Bull FPV to race 12. We're at race 11. This is the point of the program where the top two are going to our championship. We do have the Iron Man in play, correct, Chris Thomas? The Iron Man means if Heads Up FPV wins this race 11, he's won all 3 of his heat races to get into our final, and we will not be playing the game of Chase the Ace. Chase the Ace means if we'd be playing Chase the Ace if Heads Up FPV does not win this one, then we will rerun the final 4 until someone gets a win.
I feel like it's a science thing where if this, then that is happening.
If the TQ, yeah, TQ.
Because he's a top qualifier.
Yeah.
He's the fastest. He gets the bonus. Oh, the sun's out. Geese are flying across the field making poops.
And we have 28 minutes before we get the DRL hammer. And that's our fault, not theirs.
El Jefe gave us the thumbs.
They gave us the extra 61 minutes. Here we go. This is race 11. Heads Up FPV gunning for that Iron Man like he did at World Cup. I see your goggles down. No need for thumbs. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5. It's fun. Fantastic start. Top right-hand corner of our live stream is Heads Up FPV. But remember, we're talking about Fat Kid. He was. These guys are grouped together here through our bracket, and one of our standout pilots that we were bragging on. But it's going to be Heads Up FPV. Battle for the 2-3 between Captain Vanover and Miwo. Miwo now in a gate, so it'll be Heads Up, Captain Vanover, and Fat Kid. 1, 2, 3 after 1. It's all the battle for the 2-3.
Yeah, we were fighting to get out of that gate, but right now Vanover and Heads Up nose to tail. Heads Up has it. Vanover wants it. Vanover has it now. Heads Up trailing as they come across the line. Working together through the climb gate, split S, and now through the bottom side here to the Hobby Wing Slurtles. Up, down, in, and out through the DRL dive gate. Coming around the start-finish line one more time. Heads Up takes it back. Vanover now in the 2 spot, chasing hard. Heads Up through the climb gate. Makes the split S.
Did you see that 19.497 new fastest lap on this track the last time around for Heads Up? You missed that? Let's see what this final lap is about. Here comes Heads Up, guys. 19.681 on that last lap for Heads Up FPV. He is killing it, as is his arch nemesis of this event, Captain Vanover, pulling up second, 0.4 of a second back off of our TQ. Heads Up FPV. Third is going to go to third is going to go to Fat Kid. Fourth going to go to Miwo. So we're going to move. We will move Heads Up and Captain Vanover to our final 4, race number 14. No channel changes. Meanwhile, Fat Kid and Miwo, you're back in race number 13, the semifinal of the consolation bracket. Once again, move Fat Kid and Miwo to race number 13. No channel changes. And we move Heads. It's okay, he's all right. And Heads Up and Captain Vanover in our final. And now, Iron Man Claws engaged.
So all he's got to do is win the final.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. We are moving into what I believe is race 12 JT FPV, Dome FPV, Adapt FPV, and Bull FPV, all with their final shot to carry on. 2 transfer on. 2 will be wrapping up what I think is 9th and 7th and 8th place, something like that.
Right, what you know, I know 'em.
Many places to count.
Turn off the damn news, we're drowning in it now.
Miwo and Fat Kid still with a chip and a chance as they have one more shot to make it into the final. This group, race number 12.
Boy, that no one can extinguish.
Top 2 of this will be moving into race 13 for another shot to move into the final, which is race 14. We're getting close to the end, I think.
Red hat. It's
Take a look here at our Hydra leaderboard, as it looks like Nurk's falling off the leaderboard a bit here. Seth FPV now to the top. Hazard FPV dropping down a spot. Nautilus, Johnny Fly, Kid Drone, T-Money, and the Drone Dad up in the mix. I'm not tall enough to see the bottom one. Still Pasquale.
Race 12. Remember how Chase the Ace works, guys. The way this is sitting right now. Captain Vanover and heads up in that final. If Vanover wins, because we are Iron Man claws engaged, the race is over. If Vanover wins, or one of the 2 pilots that comes out of race number 13, that consolation bracket, if that happens, we regrid them again. Someone wins twice.
Twice, yeah.
Here's the thing. That could be 4 races. Here's the thing. 12:01, and that shuttle is coming. I'm not stressed, Ben. I'm not stressed. I got it. Dude, I'm President Circle with Hertz. I have a pimpin' minivan. I can put 7 people in my minivan. I wasn't going to the Swatch DRL tryouts until about 5:30, 6 o'clock for the party, but I can do a shuttle run if we have to. I will commit to that. I just love driving that pimped out Dodge Caravan with the nice rims.
So nice.
Yeah, it is. It is good. Heated seats, heated steering wheel.
It's a Canada edition. They got it for you because they knew you'd be cold.
Oh, I'm a fair weather Canadian. I'm always cold.
Thin-skinned, but thick blood. No, the other way around.
Love that bracket. We're at race 12. Race 12.
This one more, and then possibly one more after that, or
Yeah.
possibly 4 more after that.
Yeah.
I was wondering, maybe Captain Vanover, a little gamesmanship in that last one, letting him think he's got it easy.
Yeah.
How that plays out.
This is fun drone racing. You expect
check
the
that out.
unexpected.
How fancy that is.
If you're watching this live stream,
So
I know you're like,
fancy.
man, I wish I was in Vegas. Maybe not yesterday, maybe not this morning, but you're like, man, I wish I was in Vegas flying this thing. It'd be so much fun. Sun is out. Wind is like not bad. Course is awesome. Fast and flowing.
We got thumbs.
You can fly it. I'm not going to pick you up in the Caravan, but I'll tell you how in just a few. But we're going to go green on race 12. Pilots, I see your goggles down. No need for thumbs. Arm your quads. 5 on the tone. Less than 5.
We're die heat. One of them down off the start.
Restart. It's a restart. Now we're going to need to restart my heart.
That was the time that we needed.
All right. Go get them. Move it, move it, move it, move it, move it or lose it. Move it, move it, move it or lose it. Move it, move it, move it or lose it.
This is
Let's
the
go.
time when RC Physique kicks in and you want to walk real fast the whole time.
Yeah. 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 This happens. This happens rarely.
Shannon, that's not a very nice thing to say. He's a realistic guy, though. I like that. He's a very realistic person.
So, of course, I wanted to tell you how you can fly this course if you're at home watching online. One of our many live streams, multiple places, is very easy.
I know how.
You go to the Steam. How do you? I can't even say the word, so you say it.
I think it's Steam.
Yeah, you go to the Steam store. The Steam store. I have that on my Alienware gaming computer. I bought it just for what I'm about to do. Tell you what to do. That's flying without having to rebuild your quad. You go to the Steam store. You search Drone Racing League, and you find the Drone Racing League simulator on that Steam store. It is only $20.
What a deal.
Oh, I can tell you that thing, by the time you're done, I mean, it's like worth pennies because of save. Like just every time you fly, you get to reset instead of put new motors and arms on. I mean, $20 is going to save you thousands upon thousands upon thousands. You download, let's say you're into quads, and you can fly this course. I can't. Took me over 3 minutes. A lot of crashing and respawning.
That was 1 in the morning though too, so maybe tired.
I eventually got it, flying off the YouTube video. However, so if you can fly and you can probably do this, maybe you want to chase 19.4, which is the fastest lap on this track. You find the MultiGP maps. You'll see this championship course, and you can fly it in the sim, the Drone Racing League simulator on Steam. You can tweak that Racer 3 and soon to be released Racer 4 to fly like your own quad, fly the course. Now let's say you're terrible like me, right? Let's say you have no skills, 3 minutes around this course when they're doing it in 19.5. They have the tutorials, and they're the best tutorials online. It's better than having people standing over your shoulder telling you how to fly. It's like a game. The tutorials are like a game. You chase balloons. You'll never want to see a balloon again in your life, but there's a guy that looks like Beast Mode, one of the DRL pilots. He coaches you. You start off with like a small drone that fits in your hand, and you work your way all the way up to a Racer 3, chasing, popping balloons, going around flags, and next thing you know, you got pitch, roll, yaw.
Learning skills.
You got it all. Full send, even the toggle switches. The only thing that this is from our first ever 2-time MultiGP champion that we recommend. We have no video over here for some reason. Are the ground stations kicked off or something? We have no video, 0. Did someone trip the ground stations or something? We have no video.
Wah, wah, wah. He's gonna fix it. They're running into position right now.
It's really weird. It's always at this point something stupid happens.
A couple of the guys went down to the Luxor on the off night, and you can rent time on the machines and go sim. Apps. They have like a pay per hour video game set up down there. Big, huge, fancy computers. If they don't have the game, they'll download it for you.
Are there lights on it?
Thing. In the sports arena.
Beep. This.
Will do. It's on. Come back, Joe. They got it.
All right. Back on. I don't know what it was. Here we go.
David's magic touch.
This is the restart at 12. No matter what happens, they could all mid-air. There is no restart after this. Back to the original rule. Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone. Lesson 5. Great start, racing for real, and now trying to stay alive. This is race 12. This is the coming in hot section. First and second race again, back-to-back in the next heat, and the winner from that heat goes back-to-back into the Final Four, maybe to play JC Ace, but maybe just a podium with heads-up FPV. Not going to be Dolma. He is stuck in the elevated double gate before the DRL Sim on Steam tryouts. 5 gate over to the far side. It's going to be Bull FPV, JT FPV, and Adapt. 1, 2, 3, 4.5 seconds separating them after lap 1. And Dolma trying to punch out of that gate. Sometimes it's just the guy who finishes the laps. Dolma's a little looser out of that gate. Someone hit him while he's hanging.
Adapt clinked by. He got him a little looser, so that was a nice job.
We're halfway through. Bull FPV and JT onto lap number 3, 2 to go, separated by a second and a half. It's 5 and 4 on the DVR over at the big section. Bull just ahead of JT. Presented the Northland.
Still keeping it.
Buffalo and Toronto leading this one.
Bull across the line. JT across the line looking for Adapt. He's working through the power loop section right now. Dive gate making the left. Chipping a chance still. They still have to finish out on their final lap now.
Everyone on the final lap, yeah. White flag flew. White flag flew. This is a consolation race. They're going to finish like 9th and 10th if they're 3rd and 4th. And it's not going to be Bull FPV. Bull FPV, you're up right now. You're alive. And JT FPV gonna stay alive. This is interesting. We'll give third to Adapt, fourth to Dolma, and let's retrieve some quads. And again, we race back-to-back. Bull FPV and JT, get lipos in, you're up right now. Get lipos in, you're up right now. And boom, shakalaka, boom. Look at that. How about the boy in the truck?
It's all populated already.
Look at that.
Back-to-back racing with more back-to-back racing.
I know.
That's a good time.
I know.
While Heads Up and Captain Vanover sit and get iced.
AT, I got a channel change for you.
On our way, final
Race band 2, JT.
consolation race. Top 2 will be a shot at the championship. Bottom 2 will be finishing 6th and 7th overall.
Thanks for your race is done. While we have a quick second, I want to thank our great partners. If you could do the same with me, Charlie. We talked so much about the Drone Racing League, and really from the bottom of our hearts, this event would not be possible. I mean, it probably wouldn't have happened at all if it wasn't for the support of Drone Racing League. They've been behind us all this season with International Open and with Champs. Our thanks to them, our presenting partner of the MultiGP Championships. Thank you. And of course, to support them, watch them on ESPN and download their sim. It's awesome, especially when you want to get into drone racing. I'm not lying, it's improved my stick time. Thank you, Drone Racing League. Also want to thank our friends at Hobby Wing. Thank you, Charlie.
Hobby Wing.
Hobby Wing joined us at last year's Champs and supporting us all season long. You guys have some new stuff coming out in the near future?
Always have new stuff coming out, unfortunately. It keeps everything interesting for all of us to stay on the hype train, if you will. But yeah, got a new 4-in-1 coming out that a lot of guys have been testing for a couple months and racing here this weekend. It's been real good so far. So
thanks as well to GetFPV, getfpv.com. You can actually go to getfpv.com/MultiGP, and you can build a quad right on getfpv.com. Thanks to them for their support of our championship. So Free Sky.
Is it Free Sky or FR Sky?
It's Free Sky.
It's
Free Sky was hanging with us last night in the hotel. Thanks. I run the Tyrannus, the Plus, the X9E, X9D. I love it. Thank you to Newbie Drone as well. They got us helping us out with our pilot gift bags. Thank you, Thunder Power. Thank you, Drone Nation. And also, you know, with this great weather that we've had, we got to give a thanks to Aurora Heated Apparel. Aurora. I don't have it, but we're giving out to some great people. Thank you to them for their support of Champs. Ready Made RC, the leaders in all things FPV and beyond. They've been hanging out here. Kevin and Jennifer McCleary making the trip from Ohio.
Nice.
Ready Made Tent. Thank you to Quad Monsters. Also our friends Charlie and his brother in Quad Frames. Gem Fan. I was going to wear the Gem Fan hat. Have you seen that? It is.
It's got a monkey or
lid.
something on it. Is it a
It is a
monkey?
lid.
It looks like a monkey.
It is a lid.
It would be fitting.
This is the heated apparel. Look at this.
Ooh.
Heated. Perfect timing. I got the
On the last day when the sun came out, Joe got
Aurora
the
heated apparel.
jacket.
Oh, awesome. Someone is going to be excited to receive that. Thank you so much. Going back to the warmth of Canada, I'm not in need of this anymore, but we'll give someone else that is probably a little chilly some of that Aurora heated apparel. Thanks a bunch for your support. Everyone's supporting our champs. So I got some mystery stuff here we're going to talk about in just a little bit, but we're set to go green. This is race number 13. Top 2 in this go to the final 4. Guaranteed prize money, but let's make it a bunch. First and second, move it up. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. Rearm your quads. Live on the tone. Less than 5.
Four of them working together. Looks like gonna be clean start so far.
It's really hard. This is the hardest it's been to pick the leader. I'm going to call it Fat Kid, then Miwo, then JT, then Bull FPV at the midway point. Didn't set up the split timer, but we got the Hawkeyes. We're going to go 3 wide, maybe 4 wide. It'll be 3 wide through our start-finish gate with Fat Kid, Mewo, Bull FPV. 1, 2, 3. On to lap number 2. We were talking about Fat Kid, standout pilot. This guy is getting faster and faster. I think we're going to see a low 20 because he's got competition here to make it into the final 4. He just got past. It's going to be Mewo, your leader, up through the flag gates. Oh, and we got Bull FPV right with him now. It's going to be Bull. 1, 2, 3. Fat Kid, Bull, then Mewo on to lap number 3. They have 2 more to go. They are 3 wide through these gates, and we've had 2 leader changes thus far. Let's go high side, low side through the dive gate, punching out. Fat Kid, Bull, then Mewo. 1, 2, 3 on the backside. Next big marker out of the DRL wall of flags. Mewo is in a gate, but he's back out. It's not done yet as a white flag flew for Bull FPV, then Fat Kid. On to lap number 4. And now we get back up with Mewo. This is a nail biter, Charlie. Come on.
Heartbreak there. Mewo real close to him, hoping for some bad luck for the leaders right now as they are working nose to tail, trying to keep it clean here with just a couple corners remaining.
Yeah, buddy. First and second, have it on lock. Watch this. Bull, then Fat Kid. 1 and 2, left to right. Wow. They are excited here inside of the flight line.
The crowd goes wild.
So that means 6th overall. 6 overall out of 1,005 pilots that entered the MultiGP Regional Series presented by the Academy of Model Aeronautics. 6 overall, JT FPV. I'd be pretty happy with that finish. 5th overall, there's going to be a bunch of prize money. There's going to be Mewo FPV as we move them up. Any channel changes, buddy? No channel changes. Let's pull up that bracket. And we get set for your final 4. Heads Up FPV, Captain Vanover, Bull FPV, and Fat Kid. Your final 4 to race.
You know he's not a fat kid. He's a skinny little guy.
He is very skinny.
That's why it's fat with a PH.
I feel weird calling him Fat Kid for sure, even though I'm down 20 pounds.
Man, what's the average age of this final?
We did not collect that information, but I'm going to take a very educated guess because I had this information at a race in Australia, and the average age was 24 and a half.
Well,
this one's going to be a little lower. That's right,
little.
Kelly. It's going to be a little lower.
Right, maybe.
Averages are going to be about 14.
Hey, look, the plane. We're getting a flyby. That's pretty sweet.
11:53. 11:53. That is the time on the Swatch watch.
So you're pulling for heads up a little bit, aren't you? Our finalists gathering up batteries, copters, tightening props, checking the arm switches, shaking their hands out, taking deep calming breaths as we are about to get underway with the wrap-up of our 2018 MultiGP Championships. Thomas is yelling at people. I think he's yelling at Olaf.
Yelling at Olaf? Who's he doing that? Do you do that? Stage in the final.
The final.
This could be it. This should be it.
Could be one and done for the Iron Man, the top qualifier. If he takes home the win in this first heat, he will be our champion. If not, chase the ace. Start to happen, where one of the 4 competitors has to win 2 races. So that could take up to 4 races. Finalists on the screen there. Heads Up FPV, the one and only Evan Turner. Captain Vanover, the world famous Alex Vanover. Bull FPV is Eli Abitbull. I'm sorry that I ruined that name. And the Fat Kid is Soren Monroe Anderson, whose family and friends. Final tabulations being tabulated, making sure that we're crossing the T's, dotting the I's, photo opportunities on the flight line. Why? Because this is a big deal, and we got to take pictures of everything that's a big deal. Parents are out there, vloggers are out there, the MultiGP media crew is out there, Chris Thomas is out there. Picture time's happening. Racers waiting to see who this one's gonna be.
11:55.
Pilot's taking the long walk. You're getting close.
Here we go. Pilots taking seats. This may or may not be the final race. It is going to be climactic either way. Because we have something called the Ironman clause engaged, this could go multiple races. Let's talk about the situation. We have 4 pilots down from 1,005 of the entire regional series to those regional finals, which gave us a field of 250 ranked, 360 ranked pilots, down to our 150 competing in Vegas. From there to our Fast 57. From there to our top 16 double elimination. From there into this final 4 showdown for the MultiGP championships. We have Fat Kid coming in as a finalist from the Northeast Regional Final. We have Bull FPV making it here as a wild card from Flight Fest East. We have our reigning MultiGP champion, Captain Vanover from the South Central region of the great state of Texas in this Final 4 to defend and be our second ever 2-time MultiGP champion. Those 3 are going to be battling against our top qualifier from the entire regional series. Our reigning World Cup champion from International Open 2018. Our top qualifier from the Fast 57 into this bracket, and he is Ironman clause engaged. It's Heads Up FPV from Tennessee, the top qualifier who won race 4, his first round. In the quarterfinal round, race 8, he won that. In the semifinal round of the winner's bracket, race 11, he won that. That means if he wins this final 4 race, he will be your champion. If Captain Vanover, Bull FPV, and Fat Kid beat Heads Up FPV on this first race, then we grid him up until we get 2 wins. It was 7 months ago in Muncie, Indiana. The same situation at 3 a.m. was put on Heads Up FPV. Iron mode engaged. The shots went viral. He became Iron Man and won. Will it be deja vu all over again? Lots of storylines, lots of drama. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it. Let's go green. Pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone, less than 5. Off to the races. This is an exciting time. Coming down to this. Will it be this one and done, or will we have many more? 4 laps to decide. 4 fast pilots here on the course. And they're spaced out, not by much, but a great start and a great opening lap. Watching Heads Up FPV go through that dive gate right with them. Captain Vanover, they've been battling on the lap times and the TQ times. 1 and 2 into this final. Fat Kid and Bull FPV across the line. 4 pilots across, separated by 3 seconds, 1 lap done. And really, we said, will it be Heads Up, will it be Vanover? And right now, it's 0.2 of a second after lap number 1, and they're still tight here on lap 2. Wow, 1.3 seconds, 2 down, 2 to go. Watching Captain Vanover, you see that quad right in front of him? That is Heads Up FPV trying to stay ahead. We're down to 3, but it's all about this 1 and 2. Go ahead.
Heads Up has it now. Bit of a gap over Vanover. Vanover pushing hard, but Heads Up too much pace right now.
White flag flying. This is the final lap of JC Ace Ironman Engaged round number 1. Captain Vanover needs to find Evan Turner, needs to find 1.2 seconds. I'm going to say he's about halfway there. They're at the Hobby Wing Slurtle section, and Heads Up is up to the DRL Tryouts Dive Gate 2 are checkered. Heads Up FPV is your multi-GP champion.
Evan Turner is fired up, ladies and gentlemen.
That is it.
18.8 lap time.
Wow.
Finishes on a 19.0.
Wow. You are right. As they start to celebrate, I was watching too many numbers. Lundy FPV was right. He said we would see an 18.9 or faster. We did, as you said, Charlie, 18.899. Lundy is going to get a bonus prize pack. Holy for calling that. Your champion, Heads Up FPV. Twice he does it. Ironman Engaged. He's your multi-GP champion, and truly, man, you can't deny it. It's confirmed. He is the Ironman of drone racing.
Crusher performance this weekend. Top qualifier, won all the heats going through.
There you go.
Celebrations going on out on the field. High fives all around. More pictures being taken. I heard there was some post-race action as well. That's awesome. There is a DRL shuttle ready to go to the Luxor. You can party all afternoon and into the evening with the top pro pilots from around the nation. Come join us and hang out. You got to get over there and get registered. You're already late, so get in the car, get going. Now is the time.
I'm going to do it right now.
The DRL bus is at the ready. Engine is running. If you need a ride, DRL will give you one.
I got 2 buses. DRL has provided 2 buses for you to get to the Luxor right now. Get on them right now.
Double the buses for double the fun.
We're going to do our prize ceremony as fast as possible. And if you are in the Swatch DRL tryouts, we have a bus for you. There's 2 buses for you. Get out of here. Get to the tryouts. As we do our awards presentation super quick.